For updates and more information, go to tcm.com/festival.
Hey everybody, welcome to TCM. I'm Ben Mankiewicz. During the 1940s, Doris Day established herself as a big band singer and recording artist. But once she began appearing in films in 1948, her fame skyrocketed. And for the next 2 decades, Doris Day was consistently one of the most bankable and popular stars in the movie business. Up next, we've got Day in her final big screen appearance from 1968. It's a comedy with 6 You Get Eggroll. Doris Day plays a widow with 3 boys and a sheepdog. Brian Keith co-stars as a widower with a daughter and a poodle. When Day and Keith fall in love and get married, they'd like to live happily ever after, of course, but instead they quickly discover that blending their families won't be nearly as easy as they hoped. Even the dogs don't get along. During the first part of her movie-making career, Day starred almost exclusively in dramas and, of course, musicals, taking advantage of that voice of hers. But starting in the late 1950s, Day discovered comedy, and movie fans discovered she was a natural. Her co-stars, her directors, her fans, they all agreed, as good as Doris Day was in those dramatic roles, in those musical roles, she was even better in comedies. So during the last decade of her career, with just one exception, Day made exclusively comedies. Day retired from movie making after completing this film at the age of just 46, sensing correctly that the movies were changing and her brand of wholesome fun might not attract the same audience as it had for the last 10 years. From 1968, also featuring Pat Carroll, Alice Ghostley, and making their big screen debuts, Barbara Hershey and comedian George Carlin with 6 You Get Eggroll.